welcome back. This is episode 12, and we left off yesterday working on the farms. So that's where I'm going to carry on. The first farm I'm interested in growing is actually the thimbleweed, which you can see some down here, but I've already got plenty. So we're going to work on that. So to plant that, we need to make sure that all of these have dirty water. We have plenty of dirty water, but we also have a cleaning system, so it doesn't need that much to run this farm. So I'm just going to steal some of this from here. Hopefully that should work. And what I may actually do is I will disable some of these buildings. In fact, I'll probably disable all of them just to let this back up a bit. So they'll build that pipe in there, which will allow the polluted water into the thimbleweeds. And we can then get some planted. So I think they're at the end. They are. Like that there. And then copy that all the way across. Now, I didn't leave any space for the... can't remember what they're called now. Blossom seeds, but I think that needs... oh no, it's okay. They just need light, which is a bit awkward, but... so these are complaining about the heat already. 22 to 27. 22 to 37 is his body temperature, and according to what I'm looking at, it's 23. So hopefully that will settle itself shortly. I'm not too worried about that. Do I want to do another one? I don't think so. But we did get rid of all of the food. So we need to do at least a row of the meal wood. I mean, I've got 250,000 calories, but it's easy and it's kind of a last resort if they can't get anything better than that. So it's not for all because it's not got the fluid in yet. That's fine. We've got the blossom seeds. We've got that. I don't need that. We can do fungus, I think. No, we can't. It needs darkness and carbon dioxide. Okay, and we're limited here. So what I'll do is another one of these. We may be able to darken that, I'm not sure. There's 3 blocks there. So what I'll probably do, let's try it. I don't know if this will work. So at least you guys can hopefully figure out my failures before we actually before we do it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to block it off, put a door on, and see if that darkens it. And then equally, I am going to do the similar thing above, but what I want above is a light or lights. And I'm pretty sure I might have to raise the roof 1 block, but we'll see. So if we go blossom seeds, yeah, I think we don't technically have to. But if we don't, we're going to have to use more lights because the light kind of comes out diagonally. So the higher it goes, the more surface area it takes. It's going to need quite a bit of power as well. How's this worked? Fertilization, that's fine. Atmosphere, that's carbon dioxide. I can make that happen. And fertilization is slime, so I can also make that happen. So if we then chuck this up to a level 9 and say raise it, that'll do. I think. Again, we're about to find out. So, what sort of wattage? It's 365 watts on this line, so this line's hardly got any energy on it or electricity on it at all, so I will run that straight over. We do need to get these pots operable. So the first one I'm going to do, which should be the easiest, is the clean water, which is for this one and this one. I love that sound. Right, go there. That should make them operable. This is registering that it is actually dark, which is a good thing. I mean, it's blocked, so it should be... I mean, all of this should be dark, technically, because we don't have any light anywhere in here, but it doesn't look that dark to me. So, that's been built in. That needs deconstructing just for my own sanity. And the ceiling lights are here, so yeah, I think... Obviously, I don't know if I could have gone up one more. That's probably too high. But you can see the higher you make them, the better they work. So if we put one there, one there, one there, and then one there, I guess. This way, these should be able to grow as long as I can provide them with the rest of the items that they need. Like so, and then I'll deconstruct this ladder, and I will cap off that square there. Also, do that. Right, so this is complaining about the pressure. That's fine. Let's just get them in for now. Let's see what happens. So that's moaning about the pressure also. So is that lack of or too much? Well, firstly, it needs that carbon dioxide on 150 to 10,000, so the pressure it can have a lot more. But it needs carbon dioxide. And I do actually have carbon dioxide stored in here. So just to get this room started, I will take the gas out. I might as well just go straight up. To be honest, straight up and in. And I'm going to take it here. So my plan, whether it'll work, but the plan is that it'll put the carbon dioxide in here and it has to work its way across. There's nowhere else for it to go. So every time this door opens, some will escape. But the idea is if I put it on the far left-hand side, then anything that's escaping is not what I want in there straight off the bat anyway. It'll at least flood this with carbon dioxide before it starts dropping carbon dioxide out. It's at the minute got quite a bit of oxygen in there. I don't think I need a pump to pump that, right? It should just, yeah, there we go. Hopefully that is carbon dioxide. I'm pretty sure there's any carbon dioxide in here. There is. So that's going to go in there. You can see it moving across. It'll dump in there and sort that. These are already growing. We've even got some art behind there. There goes the carbon dioxide. So all we need to do now is figure out the liquid. We'll resume when conditions are improved, and as far as I'm aware it's just the fertilization, which is just slime. Now you don't get liquid slime, so I've got to hope that somebody's going to come and bring slime. I know we've got plenty of it. It's in here, 74 tons. of slime. So I'm hoping that it's as simple as that. So them 3 are working. This should start working. It's getting the carbon dioxide. Yeah, it's full now. So you can see the carbon dioxide is pushed up here, and it's 1.8 kilos, so it's nearly at capacity, which means all of this oxygen that was in there is being pushed over here. And then these are inoperable because irrigation. And what do they need? Is it just clean water? It is. So again, plumbing, liquid water, and run them over there. These give off some heat, but that shouldn't push down too far. These are warm, but that must be the polluted. Yeah, the polluted water that's coming in is warm. Okay, so as you can see, these are now going. Did I really screw that up by one? Oh my goodness! Yeah, don't use me as a tutorial. I can't play the game apparently. Okay, so I'll just drop that in there, and that should fix that. And they'll start growing as well. Good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 farms running, and I can't remember what colour did we use for the farms. We're using green. I feel like I want to. It's polluted dirt. We've got a lot more algae, but algae's. I don't know what colour to do behind all of these, though I do want to do something. So what's this? This is clay. Slime. There's not enough of uranium. I'm not entirely sure. Algae. And polluted dirt. So let's just let them do their thing. I don't know why I've done that, so I'll try and put an actual floor in there. Okay, I think I want this bright green here, because the dark green's the other one. So this is algae, apparently. Now, whoops, stop that. So I wouldn't suggest that you waste algae on just painting a wall, but I'm going to. What am I doing? Cancel that. Right. We want to copy the wallpaper. Like so. Not there, because we know that all of the verticals are the blackish. I think it's more of a dark grey, but it's close enough. And then we'll do you as well. And this will hide this pipe, which for aesthetics for me, I do like to have the pipes behind the walls as opposed to all over the place. Which will make no difference in terms of gameplay. And then obviously this I'll use for the up and down. So let them do that. I'll also tell them to take them out because they're no longer the ones we want. Shouldn't take them too long. Putting in the wallpaper is pretty quick. It also helps with beauty, which means it helps with morale or the decor, as you can see. It'll go greener and greener and greener as they build that. Grove halted. I'm not sure why that's failing, because I know that the actual pots, let's just give it some water, I guess, see if that stops it complaining. Is that growing now? Is that what you're telling me? Growing, it is. That is unusual, because they don't need water, but the actual tile needs an input. I don't suppose it matters what input. These are all failing now due to bad pressure. So is that the carbon dioxide? No. sort this. I'll let them finish first of going in and out, in and out. In fact, they have to walk past the radioactive machines to do it. It's quite funny. Okay, in here, I've just realised we've got the stone hatchling, so I'll request him to be shifted. Here he comes. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem with pressure in here. And here is pressure also. I think there isn't a temperature issue so much there. So can we not just... I don't think this actually needs much more pressure. And there's nothing bad coming out of the farm. So if we do that, that should allow these to sway. Obviously the pressure can build up. This should stay as carbon dioxide because it's capped to that. I would imagine there's still some in the pipes. There isn't, so I imagined wrong. So we do need to get some carbon dioxide, but we can find that easily enough because it gets pressed down here. So this actually, I believe, is for that purpose. So we put this right back at the beginning. I'm not sure if you remember seeing that. The idea is this will be taking the carbon dioxide that's trapped. It gets pushed down to the bottom of the base. It takes it out, puts it in the tank. That's going to then get used and pushed into there. Obviously, if it grabs any oxygen, as you can see, or anything else, actually, it's going to send it back up into the base. So that, because naturally the oxygen is much lighter than the carbon dioxide, so it sits above it, but it also presses it down, which is why you've got pockets down here, which is what we're taking out now. There's a pocket here, which is just trapped based on that being locked, and a few holes. So all of the carbon dioxide that gets in here in these two big rooms falls through, and then this room, because it's where the power plant is running, and it just gets trapped there. But obviously, every time somebody goes through this door to put the fuel in, you get it trickling down here, and that's where this is coming from. The idea is this will be moved with the spine right down to the bottom down here. And I want to try and use the thermal generators, energy generators, which would take the heat from this lava and create, I'm not going to say free energy, but clean energy, as it saps away the energy from there, which is the heat. So over here, this is looking a bit better. We have a serious amount of crops coming in. Maybe overbuilt the farms for 12 people, but... And we've got my favourite animals there, look. There we go, grubs growing up. So there's going to be loads of sucrose, is it? I can't remember the word. They are overcrowded, so I'm going to sort that in a second. Yeah, sucrose. So we're getting plenty in there. So how many are in here? 7, and the cap is 6. So 6. Auto wrangle surplus. And then what we'll do is we'll put another one of these down here. And another one of these down here. I don't think it needs much more than that. What we're storing in here, is this where all the eggs get stored? It is, okay. So we'll copy that. And we'll copy that. And my hope is that this one I don't care about, so it can have 99, maximum is 20, it's fine. As a backup, so the idea is this now, somebody should come along and take 1 out of here, because of course there's 6 in there, maximum. That will then stop these from being glum and upset. But it also means I need to do that. Otherwise they won't have anything to eat, because I don't plan on feeding them. I got this in here to feed them, but I'm pretty sure I didn't use it. It's just the... Oh no, I did. Okay. Well, that'll be set up anyway. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Okay. Right. We got the building done. we got the farms done, sorry, and we've made a bit of progress down here. Obviously, shutting this down to make this build up. We've got to clear this out, but obviously for the next episode, we'll be moving on to that. I'm trying to keep these around the 20-minute mark, so thank you very much for watching all. If you do like the video, please leave a like. I am pretty new, so I appreciate I might make mistakes. Please use the comments to help out and give me any thoughts or things you'd like to see. Thank you and take care.